Extreme World Wrestling presents Blood, Sweat, and Tears 3. Live on XtremeTVOnline.com, available on all Roku devices. Just search Extreme World Wrestling. September 25th is a big pay-per-view for XWW in that this all leads to Winter Bash in December to end 2022. Tonight we have Facade vs. Movie Mike for the XWW United States Championship. Facade has recently beaten Maxwell for the United States Championship, but also Thomas Xtreme for the Hardcore Championship. So tonight he's got to defend both belts in two separate matches. And first up is Movie Mike. Mitch Robertson vs. Lodi vs. Wu for the XWW Television Championship. We saw in Extreme Warfare live at Joe Moss Ford on XtremeTVOnline.com that Lodi was able to beat Bosworth in a non-title match to gain a match against Wu for the XWW Television Championship. Mitch Robertson has been trying to get his hands on Wu for months after Wu was non-stop taunted the Scottish Warhammer. Lodi, after that win, gets his rematch in the form of a triple threat with the recently added superstar Mitch Robertson. Will Wu weasel his way out of this matchup, or will we see a new XWW Television Champion? Fodder vs. Beer City Bruiser. Fodder, who recently we've seen on XWW pay-per-views, has designated a series of grudge matches with wrestlers from all around the world. Management has met with Control Your Narrative, and tonight he faces Ring of Honor and all-over independent wrestling superstar Beer City Bruiser. Can Fodder stop the big powerhouse of Beer City Bruiser? Tonight we find out. Cam Jackson and Jordan Holt versus the other guys for the XWW Tag Team Championships. We've recently seen the therapy sessions with Cam Jackson and Jordan Holt designated by Commissioner Quest. This unlikely friendship has begun to spawn into an unlikely duo. They get their chance at XWW Tag Team Champions, the other guys. The other guys successfully defeated the Heatseekers last month in what many are calling the most shocking win of 2022. Can Jordan Holt and Cam Jackson remain friends long enough to win the XWW Tag Team Championships? Or will the other guys dance their way in the Halloween Massacre in October 2022? Elijah Proctor and Lucky Ali for the XWW Internet Championship. Elijah Proctor was able to cash in his virus hard drive that he won on Hacked against Oliver Sawyer to become the new Internet Champion. Management was able to find an amazing opponent in Lucky Ali, who has made strides in the Indies and even in CZW. Can Lucky Ali come into Blood, Sweat, and Tears 3 and become the new XWW Internet Champion? Will Sephiroth even play a factor in this match? Tune in to find out. Thomas Xtreme and Facade for the XWW Hardcore Championship. Facade beat Thomas Xtreme and Rod Killjoy at Tidal Wave 2022 to become XWW's first ever dual champion. And now, because he's a double champ, he has to defend both belts in one night. The second of those matches is against Thomas Xtreme in a Hardcore Rules match for the Hardcore Championship. Will Facade having two matches play a factor into this match? Will Elijah Proctor and Sephiroth be at the aid of Thomas Xtreme we've seen in these past few weeks? With the Hardcore Rules in state, anything is possible at Blood, Sweat, and Tears 3. Maxwell going up against Yaya. Maxwell is one of the most charismatic superstars in XWW. His original opponent, Joe Black, was unable to compete due to a family emergency. Management was able to find a quick replacement, and Maxwell will now face, for the first time ever in XWW, Yaya. It's gonna be good. Danny Moe vs. Sadie Lee Moss for the XWW Women's Championship. Danny Moe's been on an absolute tear through the XWW Women's Division since reclaiming the belt. She's knocked down every opponent that management has thrown her way. Can Sadie Lee Moss be the one to stop the streak and become the new XWW Women's Champion? This weekend's also Danny Moe's birthday, so I know she's going into this pay-per-view ready as ever, and I anticipate this being one of the matches of the night for Blood, Sweat, and Tears 3. Bosworth vs. C.W. Anderson for the XWW Heavyweight Championship. Bosworth has been able to get win after win with the help of Money Enterprises to stay the XWW Heavyweight Champion. Commissioner Quest and management have thrown opponents from all around the world, from WWE, Impact Wrestling, and even AEW to try to win the title, but they've all been unsuccessful. This time around, they've booked ECW original C.W. Anderson to go toe-to-toe with Bosworth and Money Enterprises. Will C.W. Anderson capture the XWW Heavyweight Championship and bring the title back home to XWW? Or will Bosworth and Money Enterprises have another trick up their sleeve? The only way to know is to tune in live on XtremeTVOnline.com for only $4.99 for the pay-per-view, or pay for the entire month and get access to all the great XWW content. We can't wait to see you this Sunday, September 25th for Blood, Sweat, and Tears 3.